All right, welcome everybody. We're going to talk Redbubble tonight. Sorry about all of them issues, but I think we're pretty good to go now. So any questions, just hit that Q&A button at the bottom. We're going to get right into it. I think Jacob has a whole lot to talk to. If you don't know Jacob, he wrote a great book on all kinds of print on demand, not just Redbubble, not just merch by Amazon. There's a whole world beyond merch by Amazon, and that's what we try to do is, share what your other options are. And there's a ton of options, and one of them is what we're going to talk about tonight, and that's what Jacob, talks about in his book, which is more of, personally, I don't think it's a book that, I'm going to read from front to back, which isn't how I've done it. It's more of a guide. There's a reading part, and then there's just a guide. So when you want to learn about Redbubble, you can go to that section, and it has everything you're going to want to know about, Redbubble or many of the other ones, and we'll do more videos talking about those. But we'll talk about the book a little later on, if you don't already have it. Most of you probably do, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. This really isn't about the book, about showing you everything you can do with Redbubble. And, the main thing is that you can take all your images that you already made, for whatever platforms you're selling on, and put them on Redbubble, and they have, 50 more products that people can buy just with every image you upload. So
that's absolutely right. So guys, the book itself has more than 35 different platforms, different pods, different print-on-demand platforms. As the title suggests, I call it merch in the world of print-on-demand. A lot of people, when I say merch in the world of print-on-demand, they think I'm talking about merch by Amazon, but I'm not. I'm talking about merchandise in the world of print-on-demand, which happens to include merch by Amazon. So with Redbubble, we could probably go through some of the general differences between merch by Amazon and Redbubble. Do you want to start there?
Sure.
Okay. So with merch by Amazon right now on Amazon.com, you have the ability, and I'm assuming most of the people that are viewing have access to merch by Amazon or have probably heard of merch by Amazon. Does that sound accurate?
I would assume so, yes.
Okay, so if you're familiar with merch by Amazon, you can go in and you can create shirts there. You can create two types of shirts at the moment. You can do an anvil shirt, which is sort of their basic starter shirt. And then you can create what's called a premium shirt. That used to be American Apparel, but because they're switching from American Apparel to Bella and Canvas, there's still a mix of some of the American Apparel and Bella and Canvas, so they just call it a premium shirt right now. The pricing is slightly different on it. So with merch by Amazon, you have these two shirts that are available, and they're only available in certain sizes. So they're available in men's, women's, and youth sizes. What that means is it's not available in children's sizes below the youth size. So for example, if you have a toddler, like a 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, all of those sizes are not available on merch by Amazon. But they are all available through Redbubble, because Redbubble has men's, they have women's, and then they have a kids category. And their kids category actually has additional sizes and shirts that are not available to merch by Amazon. In addition to having more sizes in a wider age range or size range for people, right from newborns, where you can have little onesies, you can have 1 month old, 3 month old clothing, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months on Redbubble. But on the categories that they do have in common for this shirt, so on the men's, and women's, and youth, Redbubble also has a greater size variation. So with merch by Amazon, I believe the largest size is a 3XL. Is that correct? I see Shawn's gone here, but I'm pretty sure it's 3XL. I can check my own book here. Let me just bring it up. I usually do actually use the book throughout the day. So if people are wondering, how do you keep track of all this stuff? I literally keep track of it in my own book. So with, I was just letting the people know, Shawn, that on merch by Amazon only has certain sizes and certain types of shirts for men's, women, and youth, but they don't have any of the kids sizes. They don't have any of those onesies. They don't have the 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months sizes. But even on the men's and women's shirts, Merch by Amazon is limited to certain sizes. So if you look at the sizes that are available on Merch by Amazon, I do list them all out in the book. So I'm just looking it up in my own copy here while we're live.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, because I was just looking. My assistant, who's my niece, is having a baby.
Yeah.
And we just found out that it was a girl. So, I wanted to go buy, a onesie that, something to do with, that, me being the most awesome uncle in the world.
Yeah.
And
that's an uncle.
I forgot, that size 4 is the smallest one. So
that's right.
I'm going to look for merch shirts, and I'm like, oh yeah, they don't make anything that tiny. So I had to go buy, and I still bought it on Amazon, but it wasn't 2-day shipping. It was merchant fulfilled, and my options were very limited.
Right, and so if somebody's not fully familiar with Merch by Amazon, the male sizes, the female sizes, and the youth sizes, they only cover a certain range and certain types of shirts. So for the men's shirts, it goes small, medium, large, extra large, 2 times extra large, and 3 times extra large. So it stops at 3 times extra large on the large size, and on the small size, it's just small. They don't have extra small, double extra small, other sizes there. For female, on Merch by Amazon, you've got small, medium, large, and extra large. So there's really only 4 sizes on the female side. And then youth on Merch by Amazon goes sizes 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. All of the sizes for all of Merch by Amazon and most of the different platforms, a whole pile of them anyways in the book, I've actually laid out. So if you've got your copy already, you can follow along on page 27. I've got all of the sizes for all of Merch by Amazon. And coincidentally, I've also, hold on, I got a furry friend here. I've got a beautiful cat who just jumped up on my keyboard. So,
and before we move on from that, that's a good point. They don't like fat people. I'm a fat people. And, I can't wear a 3X. And I've noticed, when I've looked at a lot of designs, maybe, as gifts or ordering for some reason, and I've ordered a lot of merch shirts, 3X can be sold out a lot of times too.
It's limited supply because it's not made very often.
Right. So, really, if you want big sizes, merch isn't the way to go. And if you want, big sizes for women, there are bigger than extra large women. That's an uncommon occurrence. So if you want to go beyond that,
you want to slide over here?
You're not just talking about a new platform. You have to think.
We got a bigger than XL here, right here. She's a closet 2XL, 3XL, and I'm 4XL tall. So I can't get any Merch by Amazon shirts. They don't fit me. I can't buy them.
Even they don't ship to Canada either.
Even if I could get them, they don't fit.
Right.
So we don't want to dwell too much on Merch by Amazon. So let's tell you what the difference is for Redbubble, in case you're new to the platform or you want to know about more about what Redbubble does. Redbubble, I do outline in the book Merch and the World of Print on Demand. In chapter 4, I go through more than 35 different platforms, Redbubble being one of them. And I actually outline all of the different types and sizes and other shirts that they actually have. And the neat thing about it is that Redbubble has not just wider selection of sizes. So they go higher on the men's side, they go lower on the men's side, they go higher and lower on the women's sizes. They have, in addition to youth sizes, they have the kids size, so little babies and toddlers and newborns, infants, all kinds of stuff. But they also, in addition to that, they have more than 2 kinds of shirts, guys. So you can get like a unisex t-shirt, unisex tank top, a women's t-shirt, v-neck shirt, racerback shirts, baseball shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies. In fact, not just regular hoodies, you got pullover hoodie, or you've got a zipper hoodie. There's so many different choices with Redbubble. It's amazing. And that's just the apparel. Redbubble also gives you access to additional products that are not available on demand at the moment from Merch by Amazon. So for example, if you wanted to get yourself some stickers, stickers are very popular on Redbubble. A lot of sellers see sales of stickers through Redbubble. But you can also get things like a phone case. So you got phone cases and skins. For different models of phones, I think they cover the full range of Apple products as well as Samsung, the flagship lineup. So they have the Samsung Galaxy S series. They also have laptop skins. Okay, so if you've got a laptop like a MacBook or a MacBook Pro or a Chromebook, for example, you can get laptop skins that go over top of the cover, and you cover the entire back of your laptop. They have pillows, so they have throw pillows. They come in 3 different sizes. There's small, medium, and large throw pillows. They've got tote bags. I'm not a big tote bag user. Tara is. My wife is here. She's sitting next to me, so she uses tote bags sometimes. So if you wanted to have a tote bag, maybe if you're a student and you want to carry your books in it, or if you go grocery shopping, or just generally, you know, if your purse doesn't cut it, you can get it. You throw on a tote bag here and there, and it's great. You can brand them with whatever you want, right? Drawstring bags, okay, that's also available through Redbubble. Duvet covers. Think about this, guys. If you like your designs a lot, you want to bring them home, you can deck out your whole house. You can have throw pillows on the couch. You can have, you know, leggings, scarves, right? You can put it on your bed. Duvet covers, okay? I kid you not. Redbubble has duvet covers. They come in queen size, king size, twin size, so multiple sizes. They have mugs. I saw you just took a drink of water there. I'm taking a drink of water here too. Cheers to water.
Cool story, bro.
If we were smart, we should have ordered some merch for ourselves. We could be drinking from our own branded mugs through Redbubble. So
I have my own shot glasses.
Yeah, you can get shot glasses. You can't get shot glasses through Redbubble, but you can get shot glasses through the other pods, which we should definitely come back and talk about it, because there are so many different print-on-demand platforms. And people, I get this question all the time. People are always saying to me, Jacob, like, how many pods are you on, and which one's the best, and which one should I go on, right? And my answer is usually, you know, I tell them, like, right now I'm on 12 or 13 pods currently. It's gone up a little bit since the last time we talked because I keep adding them. And in addition to the pods that I'm on, I would say that each one has its own little superpower, right? And we'll go into that in this call because Redbubble has more than one little superpower. It's got a whole bunch of them. But I don't want to get lost on just going through the products, because again, this is sort of a training. I'm hoping the people that registered for this webinar, they can go back and watch the replay, and they can actually listen to this over and over again. And I recommend you do that because there's going to be a lot of information. We haven't really started to scratch the surface here, but we're getting in it a little bit. You can do leggings. Okay, so if you want yoga pants type of thing, you can do leggings on Redbubble. The mugs themselves, we touched on mugs. You mentioned shot glasses are not available on Redbubble, but they are on the other pods. But you can do multiple types of mugs. You can do regular, like a coffee mug, but you can also do a travel mug, right? So if you want the little insulated top for coffee people, you put it in your car. It's quite popular. They do scarves. So scarves can be used for all kinds of different things. Some people wear them around their neck. Some people wear them as a bandana. Some people put them on their pets, right? So if you want to deck out your dog or your cat with a scarf, you can order it from Redbubble. Skirts. Right, so I mean, I'm not a big skirt wearer. Shawn, I'm guessing you're not a big skirt wearer, but the ladies, they like skirts, right? So you can get a pencil skirt. If you want to like take notes while you're learning about merch in the world of print on demand, you can get yourself a spiral notebook, right? But if spiral notebook isn't your thing, you could also get a hardcover journal, right? So on Redbubble, you have the option to do a front and a back design for your hardcover journal. And you can have the same design on the front of the back, or if you do your design cleverly, you can actually make a custom design for each of these items. So a lot of people they upload one image and they put it across all these things. But something we didn't mention yet in the call is with Redbubble, you have the option to enable or disable any one of these items. So if you wanted to custom design a special notebook for your audience, so let's say Shawn Mayo wants to say, Shawn Mayo, quit your job. I think that's one of your titles, right? You could put together a specialty campaign just for the Shawn Mayo Quit Your Job campaign, and you could have specialty items. You could have a spiral notebook, right? And you could, register a course or something about how to quit your job, 10 steps to quit your job. You could do a hardcover journal, and maybe on the front it says Shawn Mayo, and on the back it says quit your job. Or Redbubble gives you the option to print a pattern across the book. So you can just have one design, and you can actually resize it. You can position it. You can move it up or down. You also have a horizontal alignment button. It automatically aligns it horizontally or vertically. You can do both or one or the other or neither. You can also resize your image on all of these items. So this is something you can't do with Merch by Amazon. With Merch by Amazon, you get an image, boom, that's the image. There's no resizing, there's no repositioning, there's no duplicating, you can't create a pattern, right? For the artsy folks out there, I know that pineapples are a big thing where you make a pineapple design and then you just shrink it down really small, you turn on the pattern and you just layer it with pineapples, right? So if you want a pineapple, let's say a cell phone case or the back of your laptop or something, you can do that. But we're not done with the products here. For Redbubble, you can also do wall tapestries. So a wall tapestry is something that you see it's very popular with university or college students where they have a dorm room and they want to just kind of decorate the place because they have a small room. And so you can get a wall tapestry, and these things are huge, right? Like they take up the whole wall. And they're sort of a thin, semi-transparent material, but you get to choose the colors too. So with Merch by Amazon, at the moment, you're set to your 15 colors, and starting on Monday, they're going to be rolling out additional colors, right? So you're going to get the oranges and the pinks and all those colors that you can get everywhere else except for Merch by Amazon at the moment. Those are all available on Redbubble, and they've been available for like 10 years. I kid you not. Redbubble had their 10th year anniversary this year, so it's not like they've just been getting started. They've been doing this for a decade, guys, right? Merch by Amazon's not even 2 years old yet, right? It's not entered its second year yet. It's had 1 full year, and it's like a year and a half in, but it hasn't had a second year anniversary yet. Redbubble, they just celebrated their 10th year anniversary. That's 10 years, guys, 10. And they're not the oldest platform, right? Zazzle is older than Redbubble. Cafe Press is older than Redbubble. These other print-on-demand sites and platforms, they've been running for a long time, and they have nailed down their stuff. So there's wall tapestries, and then there's an acrylic block. So I don't know if you've ever seen this. Have you seen the acrylic blocks, Shawn?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so do you want to talk about what they look like and how to describe them a bit?
Sure.
Tell us about an acrylic block, because I haven't seen one in person. I've seen like clear ones, but I haven't seen them from Redbubble. Have you seen one?
I mean, I've never had a print-on-demand one, but I mean, I own some somewhere.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So if anybody's not familiar with the acrylic block, it's like a solid chunk of plastic, and what they do is Redbubble actually embeds the image on top of one of the sides of the acrylic block, right? And in addition to putting the image on, you get to choose the background color. So it's not just transparent. You can do transparent if you want, but you can also do any color. So you can do white, you can do black, you can do blue, purple, yellow, whatever. The sky's the limit, guys. So with Redbubble, you have the ability to go in and actually sort of drag the color picker around and just pick whatever color you want. But if you're, let's say you're a professional designer and you know exactly what you want, you've got it dialed in, maybe you want to do your company colors, just actually ask your designer or web developer. They're going to give you a 6-digit hexadecimal number. It'll be something like, FF27, AA, something like that. And that's probably a weird color, but hexadecimal is it's like a 16 base system. So instead of 1 to 10, you go 1 to 16. And everything after 10 is in letters. So you've got A, B, C, D, E, F, in addition to 1 to 10. So you can put the web-based hexadecimal color number, and you can dial it in to a very specific color across all of the items we've talked about. The mugs, the travel mugs, leggings, scarves, the skirts, notebooks, whatever you want. Now, they also have a clock, right? So if you've got a company, or you have, let's say, a school, or you have a church or a camp, or any kind of organization, you want to tell the time. Let's say you're just on a canoeing through the forest in a flooded forest, because let's say there was a lot of rain recently here. You could take your canoe. You could be canoeing through the forest in a canoe with a clock, right? And you could have a custom clock. They have a wood color border. You can do a black color border. You can do a white color border. You can change the colors of the actual hands of the clock. Your hour hand and your minute hand. You can make different colors. Okay. You can change the color of the background of the clock, so you can have whatever color you want. And remember, with Redbubble, you have the ability to resize your images. So you can make them bigger, you can make them smaller, you can pattern them, and they have multiple types of pattern options depending on the item. So some of them, they just kind of go from top to bottom, one after another, they repeat, and they're in a straight row. Or you get the option for the offset row, where they go one here, and then it offsets, and they go kind of back and forth down the bottom. With the hardcover notebooks on Redbubble, you have the option to do a duplicate, because you have two sides of the notebook. So you can have one design here on the front, or you can move it over to the back, or you can stretch it across both, so it kind of bridges the two. Or if you just kind of shrink it down so it fits on 2 things, and you can have your one design, you can turn on the dual, the dual design option on the hardcover notebook, and then boom, you've got a mirror image. So you have the same image on the front as you do the back. And you still have the ability to resize it. You can position them both up and down, both left to right, but they have a mirror image, right? So the clock, there's the acrylic block, and then the shirts themselves at Redbubble, it's not just one type of shirt, right? So you've got multiple types of shirts. You have, I've got them listed out here. The graphic men's tees, you've got women's Shefton tops, you've got women's contrast tanks, right? So if you like to wear a tank top, I know people talk about that sometimes. They don't like t-shirts because of the way it fits. You know, for the women, they have the extra women parts. They prefer to do maybe a tank top. You can do a women's graphic tee, which is separate than just a regular unisex tee. You can do a dress, right? Again, we talked about skirts. I'm not a skirt wearer. Shawn, I hope you don't wear a lot of skirts unless you have a kilt or something. But there's a women's A-line dress, right? So you're familiar with types of dresses. It's like kind of a nice fitted dress. It's got the open arms, and then it kind of flares out at the bottom. So it's an A-line dress. You have all these different types of apparel with Redbubble, and things that you just literally cannot do on demand at the moment with Merch by Amazon. It gives you a lot more choices. So I know I kind of tend to ramble a little bit, and there's a lot of information. I'm literally just reading through pages in my book. All of this information is in the book. It's all written down for you guys. So I was just looking at page 38, 37, 36. All of this information about Redbubble is in the book, and it's available to anybody who has the book. So, all
right, Jacob, why don't you show us how to create a listing, how easy it is in Redbubble?
Okay, sure. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go beyond creating a listing. I'm going to create a whole new account. How's that sound?
Awesome.
That works?
Take about 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's fast. So I can log in. I don't really want you to see this, so I'm going to sign up for free. So we're going to sign up for it's free, okay? And in case people are frustrated by Merch by Amazon because you signed up 2 months ago or 6 months ago or a year and a half ago and you got the account and it was canceled or whatever, check this out, guys. You can follow along, okay? If you're not, I'm going to do it pretty fast. So if you can't follow along, just pause and you can watch the replay, right, Shawn? So here's what you need. So first of all, you want to take off your autofill, and I'm sharing my screen, so I don't really just want to see my password here. But all right, it's all zeroed out. First thing, you need a username. We got to make something up. So I'm going to set up an account for my wife, Tara. She's sitting here with me. Okay with that?
Yeah.
You want to use your link one?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to see if it's available. So we'll go Tara Topping.
Now hang on, guys. Before we get too far into this isn't like merch where you're naming your own, brands every time. Whenever anybody goes to you, and it shows it right there on the screen above the entry, it's going to be redbubble.com/people/whatever you create here. So when you send people to your site, if you decide to do that, that's the link that they're going to have. So you have to think about that. If you want it to be your name, or if you want, it may not be like the username that you log into most accounts with, but what you want to be branding yourself as on Redbubble. Because when people do one product, they can click and see, everything else from that, whatever they call them on here, designers or. So when you go in there, you want something that people may be able to remember, but people are going to be seeing that name. It's not just an account you're creating.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was just while we were talking there, Tara, I guess you don't have to put your name, right? We could put Tara Topping, and if we hit tab, it'll tell us if it's available. Right, so if it's not available, let's say I go like this, it's going to say, unfortunately, this username has already been taken, okay? So if it's already taken, it'll let you know. And if it hasn't been taken, when you're filling it in, it tells you right here, only digits, letters, and dashes, no spaces, between 4 and 15 characters, okay? So we could do like Mayo, boom. See if it's available. Unfortunately, it's already been taken. So Mayo already exists. That's interesting. So we're going to do, what do you want to do, Tara?
Mama's merch.
Mama's merch.
Yep.
Okay. Mama's merch. We'll see if it's taken or not.
Yeah.
Brand new account, guys. Okay. All right. It's available. So when it's available, it doesn't give you a warning. So it's going to be redbubble.com/people/mama's merch. We're going to create it live for you guys. We're going to go Tara. themelaninc.com. If you've got the book, you already know this email because we're giving out the free ones, the pre-orders on the print copy. And then you need a password. So does it show it when I'm typing? No, it doesn't. Okay, good. So
Just do your standard one.
I don't have a standard one. I've got like a standard 25.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Terry's going to give me a password here. She's writing it down. It's the secret password here.
Say it out loud.
All right. It's hidden. That's it. Boom. Okay, it's a weak password, but we're going to go for it. Okay, you want to check these off. Look, email me the first artists and designers newsletter. So they have one that's specifically for sellers. And then email me offers, discounts, coupons, and news. That's for like general public stuff, okay? So I recommend checking off both of these because it gives you a sense of what the buyers are getting and what the sellers are getting. And Redbubble, just like all the other pods, they're for you guys. They want you to succeed, and they're going to send you information. They have a blog. We can talk about that a bit after. We're signing up. Now, imagine if you could do this with merch by Amazon. If you could sign up, and then instead of waiting for like 3 or 6 months or a year or 2 weeks or whatever it is, you're done. You're all signed up. You see that message here? It's done. Okay, we're signed up. Guess what the waiting period is? It's 0, guys. You know how much it costs to sign up? 0. How much does it cost every month? 0. No money down, no money in the future, no money per month, okay? And there's no waiting period.
Right, and the most important thing is that there's no limits.
But yeah, there's no upload limits, there's no daily throttling, there's no maximum limit. It is like wide open. If you want to design and throw up 10,000 designs today after this call or during the call, you can follow along, guys. You can do this while we're doing this. All right, so let's open our store up. Perfect. So you can add a cover image here. This fills up the background. It even tells you 2,400 pixels by 600 pixels, right? So some people are all pixel, specific. They like to have their own special thing. It's got your name, so we called it Mama's Merch. That's where it is. It tells you when you joined, so you know how long you've been on here. So joined April 2017. We're not in the time machine, guys. We're in present time. It's April 2017. Welcome to today. You can add a short bio. So let's add a short bio, no problem. So Mama's Merch is a live demo of a real Redbubble account. Watch out. Boom, okay. You can add other things. You can do notifications. You have the copyright information. You have all kinds of stuff. We're actually going to do this. We're going to copyright the crap out of this. You have the option on Redbubble to place a watermark in your images. Some people skip over this. They don't realize this. So if you want to put a watermark, like your name or a logo or something in the middle of your designs, it makes it much harder for Copycat, the pixel by pixel guys, to do that. Too bad Merch by Amazon doesn't have that, but Redbubble sure does. They've been doing this for 10 years. So you can place a small watermark on your screen. You can place a large watermark in the center of your images. We're going to no watermark because I think buyers, they don't really care to see that. You can get download protection. Discourage people from right-clicking and saving my images by placing a transparent image on top of them. All right, let's do that. So, your Copycat guys, they go on Amazon and they just, they right-click and then download the image because Amazon lets you do that. Redbubble has the option to download protections. You can right-click on the image and they get a transparent nothing. So it's pretty cool. How about Pinterest? Hide the pin it button to prevent pinning of my works. Okay, guys, Pinterest has a plugin which allows you to pin anything. If you want to not allow somebody to pin, hide pin it button. Done. Mature content, show content marked as mature. So you have the option of mature content or non-mature content. Now on Merch by Amazon, if it's mature content, it's outside of the terms of service, they're going to deny your thing, or they'll take it down, or they'll just send you a weird email with no description. You have no idea what's going on. With Redbubble, you have the option to mark it mature or non-mature. You want to swear on here? Go for it, right? I'm not going to swear on your webinar, but imagine all the swear words that you've been dying to put up in your designs, right? Those adult-friendly things like,
Don't say like.
I had a fill-in-the-blank day. Maybe I had a happy day, or it could be some kind of other word that starts with the letter F or S or whatever other swear words people have. Okay, so we're going to save changes. And again, my profile name, great. So I'm going to say it's Tara Topping, that's my wife. Last name, okay. See how easy this is, guys? Like, we're literally creating a profile, right? You can show my real name, or you can show my username, Mama's Merch. We're gonna go with Mama's Merch.
Yeah,
They don't need to know that. Your birthday, you know what? For the purposes of the demo, your birthday is January the 1st, and you're born in, no, let's go crazy here. You're born in 1907. So my wife, little did you know, guys, she's like 110 years old, born on January 1st, January baby. Not a true story, okay? She's not. Allow viewers to see my age. Why not? Okay, they can all see that you're 110.
No.
Short bio. Okay. So guys, you can fill all this stuff in and you just hit save changes. Boom, save. Now this is a real thing. Now Shawn, you said let's upload something. So when you are in Redbubble, let's give them a layout. You can see my screen, right? Because this would be really weird if you're not seeing my screen. Shawn? Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got Redbubble here. You can search the products. You can see what's in your shopping cart. You can shop and design at the same time. People don't realize that. Sometimes you want to buy your own stuff. Go for it. Up at the top, this is an important little icon here. It's the little red person with glasses on. I think you can actually change it to your own custom one if you want. But in here, we'll just go through it. You've got your profile. You've got your favorites. You've got Bubble Mail, so people can message you. You can actually interact with your buyers. Not only can you find out who they are because you're shipping to them, like you can't do that on Merch by Amazon because it's all hidden behind the veil of secrecy. You can actually have conversations with them. You can talk to your buyers. You can build a real audience. You can build a real brand with Redbubble. I'm not saying you can't build a real brand with Merch by Amazon, but the differences are vast. And this is just one of like, there's more than 50 print-on-demand things, and I think there's like 40 or something like that, more than 40 in the book. You can see your order history, so you can go back in time. You can see your account details. That's the stuff we just showed you. And then the works themselves. These are the designs you put up. So you can add your first works. You can add your first post. You can actually put post messaging out to your audience. So it's not all designs. There's an interaction thing here that's built into Redbubble. Most people don't use it. Because they're not aware of it. But when you get into the system, you start reading what's in there, it just gets deeper and deeper. Find community groups. You can tag your store. So we just created, what was it, Mama's Merch? Yeah. We can create other groups that are like our group, and we can join together. You can have like groups of groups, right? Find challenges, and then there's the forums, of course. Merch by Amazon does have forums. So if you go to, I think it's forums.amazon.com/merch or something like that. It's actually in the book, so I can look it up, but we don't have time for that right now. So I'm going to add our first work. So I'm going to add a work. This is what it looks like. It says add new work, upload to all products. Let's do it. So I click on this. I'm going to go in, and I don't know if I can like not share this part, but you're about to see how the inner workings of my entire operation is here. Let's go Designs by Pickle. You guys have heard of Design Pickle? I can't see the chat. Can you see the chat, Shawn?
Yeah, of course. You can just click on.
Anybody fans of Design Pickle? Just put in like a 1 if you're a fan, a 2 if you don't know what I'm talking about, and a 3 if you hate them. And let me see what the distribution is here. Let me know how that comes up. What I like to do to keep track of my stuff, guys, is I do it if I'm on a Mac. If you can't tell that already, it's a Macintosh computer. And I use the list view. It allows me to arrange things so I can see the names, and it actually shows me the dates. So yesterday, from Design Pickle, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yesterday, I got 22 designs from my Design Pickle designer. And let's find out which one we want here. Let's try this one. Okay, that's a mock-up. You want a golf shirt, Tara? Golf therapy?
Sure, you can pick, honey.
She says go ahead and pick. I'm going to pick a nice one. Okay, so here's a nice design from Design Pickle. I got this made yesterday. It's one of the 22 that I got designed through my one Design Pickle account. If you don't know what Design Pickle is, you should talk to Shawn about it or talk to me about it afterwards. We're available to chat about this stuff. We're very open. So time for some golf therapy, okay? If you want to copy this design, I'm going to find you and I'm going to track you down, so don't do that. So you just hit open, okay? It uploads it, tells you how much it's uploading. It's not like Merch by Amazon where you hit upload and you just kind of wait. It's mystery, right? They actually give you a percentage from Redbubble. And look at this, guys. It's up there. It's on all these shirts. I got standard print clothing, large print clothing, contrast tank tops. You can see them, all these things on my screen here. I got a cell phone case. I've got a dress. I've got a wallet for my iPhone, like a little case. Our daughter, Alexis, she has an iPhone wallet, which is weird because she's 5. She doesn't even have money. Well, she does have money. She doesn't have a bank account. My 7-year-old set up a bank account today, Jono. You've got your pillows, right? So I'm actually going to tweak these up. So we'll show you how this goes. So you just click on edit. There's edit and disable. If I hit disable, then it's not available. It won't show up in my store. If I hit enable, then it does show up. So you can choose what's showing and what isn't. Not everybody wants all their stuff on every product. So you click on edit. It automatically brings it down. I can see my image here, right? And I can actually grab it. I can move it around. Let's say I want it to make a little crest thing up in the thing. I can resize it. I could say maybe a crest like that. Looks kind of cool, right? You want that? This is your shirt.
Actually, yeah, that's really cool.
All right, we'll do a crest shirt. Perfect.
Sure.
And I can choose the color. So I can do gray. I can do, brown, black, light blue, regular blue, whatever the default color. This is the one that's showing, guys. Customers can choose their own. They have a selection of all of these. There's 18 colors currently. This is today, not waiting until Monday with Merch by Amazon where they're adding some orange and pink and stuff. You can do all this in Redbubble right now, like literally while we're on the call. So I'm gonna say just black because it looks nice. If I wanna see different styles, I click on style, I can see unisex tank top, women's t-shirt, v-neck, racerback, tank top, baseball 3/4 sleeves. That's kind of a cool one. You've got the color. Look at this. This is a nice shirt for you.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, Tara likes it. Perfect. Now, if I wanted to center it, I could center it vertically like that. So that's in the middle, top to bottom. And if I want to do horizontally, I can do that. I could do both. But I like it up here. I like to just do a little crest here on a a baseball 3/4 sleeve. And if I was good to go, I could just say apply changes. So in fact, I'll do that. So I've applied my changes. Now I have a beautiful two-tone double color thing, and you have option of black on the sleeves. You have red sleeves, green sleeves, and a whole bunch of sleeve colors. But you can go back in. I'll take it a layer deeper. We're gonna go deep here, okay, Shawn? This is a deep moment. So I'm gonna lean in a little bit. Let me grab my monitor. Guys, watch this part. Pay attention, because this will put you in the top 1% of Redbubble sellers. I did the math on it. I guarantee you put in the 1%. Right here, this is the regular edit. Down here is the little information thing, okay? If I stop moving my mouse around, it says availability and markup. Click on that, okay? Availability, t-shirts and hoodies, women's fitted scoop, tri-blend, lightweight mid, whatever. I've got the markup percentage, okay? If you want to make this more expensive or less expensive, you do whatever you want. So we are displaying the, what's that called again? The 3/4 one?
Yep.
I don't see it on there, but it's, yeah, so this is the thing I want to point out to you guys. Right here, if I could reach in and show you with my finger, imagine this finger is pointing, it's right over there. That way.
See your mouth.
Okay, right, you can see my mouse. Okay, so kids clothing, okay, there's defaults, okay, $22.60 to $25.99. Click it, boom, it's clicked. This is the default, no click, click. The difference between the click and the no click is 99.2% of all of the sellers on Redbubble have never clicked the availability kids clothes. This is what gives you access to the onesies and the 2-month-old clothing and the 6-month clothing and the 18-month clothing, that stuff. If you don't click this box, it does not show up. It does not get made. It's not available. If you do click it, it's all available. So I'm going to apply changes now. Boom.
Okay.
Now we have.
Hang on, Jacob. Hang on.
Yeah.
It's like an interview, you got to stop. And I ask questions.
Ask some questions. Okay. Maybe check the question box. I can't see it, so if there's questions, I can take questions. We can take a pause. Yeah.
If you change that, does it change it for all your stuff going forward, or is it only for this listing? And do they have to do it every time they make a new listing?
That is an excellent question. It's for this design only. So every time you do a design, you have to click in there. I'll show you how to do it again in case you missed it. It's under standard print clothing, edit. There's 2 boxes here. The top one is called image. This bottom one is called availability and markup. By default, it's going to look like this, okay, image. So there's this translucent thing right here with a checkbox on it. You click it, and by default, it's unclicked, and you just click it. Now, it's worth noting, guys, if you don't want to have, let's say you're anti-lightweight hoodies. You're like, lightweight hoodies are crap. I don't want them, right? You just unclick it. You can unclick stuff. See that? You want to imagine, okay, let's live in the world of Merch by Amazon. T-shirts and hoodies. We're already beyond that. So hoodies, I guess you can't do just the T-shirts. But you can do kids clothing, women's footed scoop, tri-blend t-shirt, lightweight hoodie, lightweight sweatshirt, women's relaxed fit, classic t-shirt, women's fitted v-neck. And you could have different pricing for every one of them. Now, what Redbubble does that Amazon does not do is they give you a percentage markup. It's different how it's calculated. And the calculations I've actually put into the book, I put the calculations in specifically for Merch by Amazon because a lot of people are interested in it and it's a new platform and people are into it. But let's say I wanted to say, okay, you know, if you've got kids, I'm going to mark it down. So maybe instead of 20%, I'm going to do 5. And, you know, if you're doing a women's fitted v-neck, I'm going to say, you know what? I think I want to make more money on that. I'm going to do 30%. So that 30% on this design only, and I'll apply changes, boom. So I've just resized and repriced for each individual thing. This is just the first little box. You see all these boxes. So I'm gonna fly through these. Is there any questions while I'm doing this? Because I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna fly through. You can watch me do this.
Yeah, I don't think so. You know, I've only made a few of these, but literally doing all this, I do this in, you know, a matter of, you know, 2 or 3 minutes to create a listing. You know, there's like 4 things in here that, you know, if you're taking a merch design, there's like 4 items that you're going to have to change. You know, the T-tops, the tank tops, the, you know, the dress. I think there's a girl's tank top. You know, there's not a whole lot of stuff. You know, unless you want like a little logo in the corner, something like that. But, you know, readjusting these really takes very little time, you know, once you've done it a couple times.
Yeah, so graphic t-shirt dress, it's a dress and it's also a t-shirt. It comes disabled by default. You just click enable. I'm just going through here real quick, guys. I'm resizing. Let's say I go really small. I'll show you this patterns. So there's 2 types of patterns. There's a pattern like this where it's all lined up. And of course you want to make it small and cover your whole shirt in them like that. It looks kind of nice. Or you can do the offset one. See how it's offset? Not offset, offset.
Yeah.
So if you want to do patterns, you can do that. If you want to do none, you can do that. You can position it up here on the shoulder sleeve if you want. You can put it here. You could say like, oh, I ate it. It's my belly or whatever. It doesn't matter. You can resize it. You can make it big. You can make it small. The size can go right off the garment if you want. I mean, it's pretty flexible. So I like that. Apply changes.
I like the patterns for like the wallets and stuff. I did that in a couple of them.
Absolutely.
You know, and, you know, some of the paper type things, wallets, phone cases, those patterns look really good on, you know, some of the designs.
Yeah, so this one here, I gotta maybe put it in the center here. I've got centered horizontally. It's a yellow dress, right? A yellow is very popular. I mean, probably not a lot of little boys wearing a yellow dresses, but girls, maybe it'd be fun for spring. Again, it was disabled by default, so you hit enable. Stickers are super popular. Check this out. It's a die cut sticker, okay? If people are familiar with different stickers, there's different types. There's the die cut, which actually outlines. See how that's outlined? And it's these are done using a CNC cutting machine. It actually traces out your thing. So it is automatically detected the design, and it has cut out the sticker to fit. It's called a die cut. Some of the other pods have just a regular stamp sticker, and it's a square sticker, and they'll resize it. And some of them allow you to make the sizes, and some of them you have to do it. Again, if you click on the checkbox here, it's just stickers. Let's say I don't want to sell a lot of stickers, so I'm going to do 40%. Boom, now I have expensives, because this is a golf therapy, guys. People pay for golf, they're going to pay a lot of money for these stickers. So I did 40% markup. If you want to do, you know, 300% markup, go for it. It lets you. Let's do 300%, okay?
Sure.
This is your account. You're okay with that?
No, sure. I'll go change.
All right, boom. We got a very expensive sticker here for the golfers. Your iPhone cases or whatever. So this is Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, right? If you're not a technology person, you should come in here and see all the latest technology designs. You got Samsung Galaxy S7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You got a snap case. It snaps on. Or you got the tough case, which kind of like encompasses the phone. And then, of course, you got your iPhones. You got 7, 6S, 6, 6 Plus, 5, 5 SE, 5S, C. You know, the different colored ones. You guys know you can get an iPhone with like different colors. They got cases for that. It looks just like this. It gives you a mock-up, so you can actually see where it is. You know, if somebody has an iPhone, maybe they want purple. So I got purple. There's a hexadecimal. I'm going to copy this with a Control-C on my keyboard, and we'll do that purple on some months later. And like you were saying, Shawn, I can go like that. And there's no pattern on this one, but some of the other ones do have in the cases. So I think that looks nice. A nice little Nice thing there. Just apply changes. The wallets, I think I can do the repeat pattern on it. Yeah, so I'll go real small. I'll hit the repeat pattern offset and see how nice that looks on a white background. It's kind of cool, right? You can kind of position it so it doesn't look retarded or odd. Sorry. So I've got this pattern iPhone wallet, kind of stands out a bit. Prints, cards, posters, guys, check this out. You can go in here, you can see what they are. You've got cards, metal prints, photographic prints, framed prints, art prints, posters, canvas prints. Right? This is the kind of stuff that people just ignore. They don't even know the box exists. Did you know you could get metal prints on Redbubble? Well, you do now because you're watching this webinar with Shawn Mayo and Jacob Topping. We're telling you about it. Let's say the metal prints, I want to make it a bit more affordable. I'm going to do 5% markup, okay? But the photographic prints, I'm against photography, 200% markup, no problem. Art prints, you know, maybe I'll do 30. Posters, maybe I'll do 25 because they're kind of popular. Okay, you can change all. They can be different for every single item. You get all this variation. The amount of options just on one pod, just Redbubble, is enormous. And it doesn't have the most options. There's other ones. Shawn, if you want to have me back, we can talk about some of the crazy ones like Zazzle or Cafe Press. They just go freaking nuts. We could do like a 5-hour webinar.
I think we have a webinar scheduled for next Friday, so I'm into that. Come back, so.
Yeah. Okay. Remember earlier I did the Control C? I can now do Control V. Boom. I got the exact same purple. Right? So if you have a web developer and I'm going to give you the hexadecimal card, you can just copy and paste it in there. So we got a nice purple pillow. You know, if I've got a pillow, maybe I want to match my laptop. So again, I'll hit the color. I'll go in here, double click it. Boom. Now it's a nice purple thing for my laptop. And again, you know, center is probably fine. If I want to do a pattern, I can do 2 of them. Right? The pattern doesn't have to get crazy. You can just have 2. It kind of looks nice like that. And I apologize. I'm doing this on my wife's new account. She set it up in April 2017, apparently. Duvets, okay. Again, if you want to sleep with time for golf therapy, you know, if you're really into it, you can sleep with your designs. You got duvet covers, and maybe you want to, maybe we do it at cost. You can do 0% markup. I'll do it at cost, guys. I'll make these super affordable for the families that can't live without time for some golf therapy duvet covers, okay? The duvet covers, again, they're available in twin size, queen, and king. You can buy these like literally 10 minutes from now. We'll give you the link. You can go support the channel by buying some stuff if you want. So I've got a mug here, right? Again, I can see it's just the mug. I can change my markup if I want. You know, it doesn't have to be crazy. You could say maybe 22%. I love it. So you've got your travel mugs. Again, we like that purple color, so I'll just Control V on my keyboard. You can center it. I can make it go off the mug. You know, I can be like all crazy. See how crazy that is? It gives you previews up here. It also gives you previews down here, and you have the default view. So you can do like straight on. You can do from the side. Maybe I'll do the back because it kind of looks cool. So that's kind of a wacky mug. It's kind of neat. Leggings, right? If you've got all kinds of, I don't know. I spend a lot of time on these pods, guys, so I don't know about everybody, but the leggings is always confusing. Like, is it going to go on the butt and the front, right? You can just check up here. There's like this is the front. This is the back. So you can see the front or the back, right? You can put it up here. You can put it down at the bottom, maybe like to match your matching socks that you get done on Printful and set up to your Shopify account. Hint, hint, wink, wink. You can do it off the design, which totally confused somebody, eh? Imagine if it was like that. Hey, my design's not on the leggings. Go ahead and buy it. So let's put it down at the bottom. It's kind of a different kind of thing. And again, you know, I love that purple color, so I'll go down here. I'll just Control V, boom. Apply changes. So I got purple leggings. And then, of course, you know, if you got the purple leggings, you have to go with the mini skirt. Mini skirt, I'm going to mark it down because we need more people wearing these. I support mini skirts. So 10%, boom. And also, I want it to be a pattern. I want small, offset, boom. So there you go. For all those golfers out there that need to wear a mini skirt while you're golfing, have I got the design for you? It's time for some golf therapy. Scarves, you can go in here, just make it quick black. You just drag it to the corner. I'll show that again. So let's say it's anywhere. If you just grab it, I put my mouse down and I drag it to the bottom, it's automatically black. It goes straight to zeros, okay? So that's a scarf, apply changes. And this kind of gets old after a while, but when you do it every day, sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's boring. So we'll do a white one, that's nice. Drawstring bag. Does anybody have any questions while I'm doing this, Shawn? Like maybe I'll answer, because I'm kind of just breezing through these, right?
What are the top 10 print-on-demand ones needed? Should incorporate our efforts to get better results.
Okay, I'll tell you the ones that I'm on. I made a handy list, okay? These are the ones that are in the book and more. These are only some of the ones that are in the book. You could take a screen capture of this. But there's these, and the ones that I'm currently on would be Merch by Amazon, and then I'm also on Amazon Seller Central, Zazzle, Redbubble, Sunfrog. I have a Shopify site. I have a website. TeePublic, Teespring, Teechip, Spreadshirt, Cafe Press, Printful. I think there's a couple that I added on here too. Which ones are they? Do you remember?
No.
T-Launch. Okay, so those are the ones that I'm on. I'm on a couple other ones that aren't on the board because I've actually added them since I made this board. But all of those are in the book, so you can check them out. And the question, I think, was what is the popularity, or how much traffic, which ones are going to get the most sale? It really depends if you're going to market to it or not market to it. But for the sake of argument, in the book itself, which you can see here, at the bottom of every one of these listings, because I have all these different things and all the details in them as well. Let me see if I can get to the bottom of Redbubble. It's kind of a big one. It kind of goes on and on. At the bottom of the pod listing, again, this is all the detail. This is all Redbubble, Zazzle. Okay. So at the bottom right here, I put redbubble.com, so you got a link to it, and you can see it just goes straight to Redbubble. And then I've got the Alexa's ranking. So globally, in the whole world, Redbubble is ranked 2003. Out of all the websites on the planet, this is ranked by Alexa. Hint, hint, Alexa is owned by Amazon.com. Same company. And then in the US, Redbubble is ranked in the top 1,000 websites. So if you're going up against Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the social guys, IBM, Microsoft, HP. It's in the top 1,000 of all the American US websites. And not only that, I tell you where the headquarters is. Guess what? It's in San Francisco. And it's also in Melbourne, Victoria, because Redbubble happens to be an Australian company. I don't know if people know that or not, but it's founded in Australia. And then I've got Zazzle and stuff. But the question was, which are the best ones? I would suggest go on the ones with the highest, the best Alexa ranking. So here, this is Teechip. Some people have heard of Teechip, some people haven't. It's got an Alexa rating globally of 6,616. That's out of all the websites on the planet, okay? It's in the top 10,000, so that's pretty good. And in the US, it's even higher, 2,800. And I do this for all of the pods that are in the book. This is all chapter 4. So all of these things are all, there's plus 20 more other pods, okay? So Society 6, Dollar Shirt, T-Zilly, Custom Cat, Screen Ink, Gear Bubble. I've got tips on some of these things. So for example, on Gear Bubble, the top sellers page shows you how many of each item is sold, giving you a great insight of just how popular some products are. Think about that, guys. Imagine if you could sort Merch by Amazon by the best-selling designs and it tells you how many are actually sold. You get the BSR. That's good. You can estimate it. You can guess. Gear Bubble tells you. And it's public information, guys. You just go into Gear Bubble, look up the most popular ones, decide on a niche, send it to your Redbubble pickle, whatever it's called. Design Pickle Designer. I'm really tired. I didn't sleep last night. I was jacked up on merch all night. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I literally didn't sleep. I've been up for like 40 hours straight. So we'll apply changes. There's a clock here. Again, you want to center your clock. And if you resize it, sometimes it gets off center, so you can recenter it. Revertical it. I can make it big. I can make it small. I can do the patterns if I want to do a bunch of them. I don't really like to do patterns on the clock, but it's okay like that. You can also do defaults. Okay, so there's the default frame color, natural bamboo. You can see in the mock-up here, that's the bamboo, the default one. There's also white and black. So I'm going to go with black because I think it would go good with these golf clubs. And then there's the default, the hands. You can do black, white, and aqua. I'm going to do black again because it goes well with this. I'm going to plain shot. You can also download a PSD template. Okay, little hidden gems in here, guys. Just click on it. It's no problem. I just downloaded a PSD template in case you want to send that to your designer and say, "Hey, guys, I want to make my clock look amazing." There it is. Your art here. You see this, guys?
Right. So the templates for each one of the things we just looked at.
Yeah, you can see it as a PSD. So it's got all the information about it, placing your artwork, you know, Photoshop versions. It tells you the settings, right? Go to guides, turn on your layer, ensure your artwork is here. It walks you through. The Redbubble spent a lot of time making sure they support their artists. I don't know, you're on Redbubble. Have you seen this before, Shawn?
No, I haven't downloaded the templates, but I've seen that they were there.
Yeah, so I mean, people really need to dive into these pods because there's a lot of really cool information out there. It's got like sizing guides and stuff. It's got templates, right? Artboard, again, you can click on the artboard here. You can change it. So any of the colors here, maybe a nice brown color, or it's really brown or not. Move it down a bit. Sort of brown or kind of pukey color. You know, some people really dig the pukey colors. You never know. So acrylic block, we talked about that before. Again, if you have questions about this stuff, you can download the TSP thing. You can change the ratio. How to change the ratio, right? Why not? They've got all these guides embedded all over the place throughout Redbubble. Like they're literally packed. It's a good platform, guys. We're kind of getting close to the end of this one listing that we created. So we're going to enable wall tapestry again. This is something somebody can hold up or put it in their bedroom or whatever. You can go like this, drag it to the bottom, make it black. It's kind of cool looking, center it up, apply changes. Okay, now we need a title. So from the audience, do we have a title suggestion? I can't see the comments, Shawn, so you're going to have to let me know what they put in there.
There's no comments.
No comments? Okay, there's no time for that. So we're going to go time for some golf therapy, okay? And then I'm going to say, you love to golf. Let's do some therapy with this sweet golf design for people who wake up in the morning and know they need to golf, right? And you can say, I love golf. You want to pick up those keywords, right? Because people that love golf, they might be shopping for stuff. And then if you got a Mac, check this out. You can do a quick little correction if you can't spell, morning. Okay, and then tags. So let's probably say big golf, right? Golfing, love golf, I don't know, therapy, golf therapist. This is not something I plan to do on the call, so I normally do a lot more keyword research on this stuff, but we're just making an example. Anything else?
Let's call that good for now.
Okay. Wrap up your golf game. You know, you can put in keywords whatever you want. Okay. With Redbubble, you can do multi-word things. Some of them allow it, sometimes don't. You can put a comma on the end. You can take off the comma. It doesn't matter. If you want to do multi-language, okay, Dutch, hint, hint, wink, wink, that's German. Okay, Dutch is German. French, Francis, that's French. Espanol, that's Spanish. Okay, I know there's a lot of Spanish people in the world, a lot of French people, a lot of Germans. You can do custom things here. You can manually enter the tags in the language of your choice because it's multi-language, because it's distributed worldwide, right? And then you can select up to 2 items here. So you go photography, design, painting, drawing, whatever. That's more than 2. It would give me an error message, but I'm going to say that this is digital art and it's a design and illustration. The default view is going to give image only. So this default view, you have all these options, however you like to show it, okay? There's all the products here, framed prints, graphic tee, dresses, you know, all this stuff, kids clothing. So I like to use T-shirts and hoodies. I like when people buy hoodies because the markup's insane. Who can view this, public or private? Let's say you want to do a private one and you want to sell it to the business that you own or the people down the street or the golf club, right? Just do private. What we're going to do with anybody, is this mature content? You know, and it actually tells you what it means. Nudities or adult language, drugs, alcohol, guns, violence, blood. Not sure, see the guidelines. Okay, they have a whole guideline on it. So I'm going to say, save my work. Now it's processing. As we've been doing a webinar, and I've been talking a lot, but you don't have to talk through all your designs. You can just do it silently. It's like silent reading. You just, you know, you can do a Redbubble upload in like less than 4 minutes. Okay, so it's processing. And as soon as it's processed, I want to make sure everybody has this link. I need you to take a screenshot and I need you to buy this thing. You can buy a mug, A-line dress, skirts, whatever you want, hardcover notebooks. I need you guys to buy this. We want to see how much we can drive some sales to my wife's brand new account. She just set it up in April 2017. All right, check out Dude here. Remember we picked out that baseball 3/4 sleeve as our default one? That's the default. You want to change the sleeves? Check it out. Red sleeves, blue sleeves. We didn't even have to pick the colors, right? I think Merch by Amazon gives you 5 colors. Redbubble gives you like 1,000, okay? And there's my 53 products available. If I want to see them, I can click on it. We just created all, these are all live right now. So if you've been watching the webinar saying, man, Jacob, that's some hot design. I need that clock. Boom. Go to here, click the clock, okay? You can look this up in real time, guys. It's under my wife's thing, Mama's Merch, redbubble.com/people/Mama's Merch. Check them all out. They're all available. There's different colors. You know, I can change the red clock. I can change the hands of my clock. You know, just because we set a default doesn't mean the customer doesn't want to change it, right? Maybe red hands is pretty sexy. Maybe the bamboo.
Right. The default is just what it shows when you go to the page.
Yeah, I want to point this out. Delivers to Canada. Okay, guys, delivers to Canada. I have my Redbubble set up for buying to Canada. The settings are down here. You got Canada, and this is in Canadian dollars. So for the viewers out there, I bet you a lot of people are in the US. So let's see what it looks like in the US. United States, boom. I want to see it in Australian dollars, pounds, euros, whatever. Let's say US dollars. And let's say we're going to speed it in Spanish, okay? So for all the Spanish, US dollar American viewers, you know, you got urgente or ordinario. So urgent or ordinary, I'm guessing. Envario de estes de euros, right? Add to your cart. Like, you know, I don't even speak Spanish, and I can kind of interpret this because I've seen the site so many times. You want to comantos, sabero, the whatever, you know, it's all here. Productos, disposables, yeah, let's see all the other products. So you see how easy that is? That's a live design, guys, okay? Let's say I want to go to Redbubble, and I want to just, oh, this is still in Spanish. I'm going to just change it to English again. Again, that's at the very bottom. Go down here. And I can change it to Dutch or French or whatever, English, right? So we'll do English, and I'm going to do Canada, which I'm guessing is Canada. And I want to do Canadian dollars or euros. No, Canadian dollars. Actualizer. There we go. And now I want to look for my wife's stuff. Mama's Merch. Okay. I hit enter. Now, do you remember that approval process with Merch by Amazon? Redbubble doesn't have it. Go buy it. Type in Mama's Merch. Okay. You support the Topping family, and our children get to eat food next week if you buy this stuff. So it's live, guys. We got cases, mugs, pillows, drawstrings. Let's say you got a throw pillow, and I want it the cover only, or I want the cover and the insert, right? Do you want the inside of the pillow, the outside of the pillow? Maybe you want a small one, maybe a large pillow. Look at that. Boom, large pillow. You can have a giant pillow. It takes up your whole couch. Maybe I just want the cover only because I don't like the one, maybe your dog barfed on your couch and you need a new pillow cover. No problem. It ships worldwide, express or standard. You get different shipping options. You got notes on it. If I wanted to put notes on it, I could see you love golf. Let's do some therapy, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how long the webinar is supposed to be, Shawn, but do you think the people maybe got some information about Redbubble that they didn't have before?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we need to wrap it up tonight. I got another thing. I got to do just a minute. But yeah, if you guys want to check out the book, I posted the link in the chat before, but there it is again. If you want to check out my group, if you want to see any other print-on-demands, we can go through any of them. Join my group. It's just go to masteringthepod.com. It'll take you right to the Facebook group. Do you have the link for yours you can put in the chat? Yes, we will email Amanda out all the links we talked about tonight, link to the book, link to our groups, and join my group. Tell me what other ones you want to check out, and we'll definitely do some more of these. There's a ton of print-on-demand sites, so anything else you want more info on, check it out in the book, but video is always good too. So let me know. Just post in the group and let us know what you want to see. Jacob, you want to post the link to yours?
Absolutely, man. I already posted it. It's posted already. Yeah, people can click on it.
We'll email that out. The links to mine, the links to Jacob's.
Yeah.
And we'll even send you the link if you want to go check out the listing that we created live on here. We'll see you next week. If you want to, if you join my group, or Jacob's too, he'll post the link. But we're going to be doing a free class on starting to learn Adobe Illustrator. So if you want to learn that, or if you want to learn more about it, you know, and miss some of the basics, join one of our groups. We'll post the link to it. A friend of mine is going to be teaching that class, and we have a lot of free training. We do, well, you know, somebody's running a webinar almost every day of the week. So if you register, you're usually going to get, you know, that replay. So thanks a lot. We'll see you guys later.
If you're watching. Guys, I've been secretly showing this in the background. This is what the bags come in.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so it's a Redbubble bag. It's got all kinds of writing on it and stuff. It says Redbubble on the back. Okay, they deliver worldwide, and the printing presses are actually worldwide. So when I ordered mine in Canada, it came from Burlington, Ontario. Okay, and that allows them to ship super fast. It's a nice little plastic bag. It crumbles up, right? It's